and welcome back, or if you are new here, hello and welcome. My name is Leah. Thank you so much for joining me here today. For today's video, I have an update on my project pan that I started back in September, the I'm Broke project pan. If you're curious about how it all started, I would suggest you go and check out that video. I will have it linked in the description box below as a playlist. There aren't too many videos in it. I'm not usually very successful with project pans. However, this time I have been slowly trucking away and getting there. So we shall see how it works. It is going until the end of this year. And yeah, I picked 20 items, I believe, just randomly. It had nothing to do with 2020. It just worked out that way. And I have had some progress on some of the items. Not a whole lot. It's been a busy last like 6 weeks or so. But I did use stuff up but I have used things consistently. So I just wanted to do an update on that. Normally I would have done it the beginning of November, but again, things were quite busy and I was distracted doing other things. So I am back. And yeah, having said that as well, if you are someone who continues to watch my videos and comment, thank you so much for all of that and your support. I know I've been a bit lacking in getting back to people and responding to comments, and I do apologize for that. I have been watching other people's videos, but again, not necessarily commenting because I've been watching it on my TV where I can't necessarily, well, no, not necessarily. I can't comment when I'm watching it on the TV. But yeah, so hopefully now things have slowed down a lot for me and I'm trying to get back into the swing of things. So thank you so much for sticking with me. To my friends out there that have, I truly appreciate it. I really do. And I just want you to know that, again, I have been watching your videos. I've just been slacking on the comments and I do apologize. So having said that, let's get into this project pan update. So to start things off, the first item I have is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Amrezy highlighter. This is the packaging and I adore the way this looks. It's got those ripples in it. It looks like sand dunes. And oh my, I could just sit here and do this in my camera and just look at it. It's just pretty. And it's pretty on the face as well. I'm wearing it today. My goal for this is to hit pan on it, not to use it up. And I have been working specifically in this little spot here. I'm not sure if you can tell. There's getting a little bit of a dent there, but I don't know if I'm anywhere near hitting pan. And I try to use this a few times a week, as with most of the things in this project pan, to work through. But I guess that bodes well for this highlighter in particular. I've been really focusing on it more than other highlighters, and it's still taking me a while to just hit pan in this little spot, and it is quite a large highlighter. So while it might be a little bit more of a pricey one, not that you can get it anymore, but if it comes around again or she has something else similar come out, I think it's worth the money just because this is really hard to get through. You definitely get your money's worth out of something like this. So this started out at, onto the weights and information. This started out at 78.1 grams. Oh yeah, I think I might have had issues or just not been all there when I was originally weighing things. It started out at 78.1 grams. In October, it actually went up to 78.5, and now we are down to 78.2 grams. So from October, I used 0.3 grams up. So there's that. But it does look like I've got a little bit of headway going on it. So I'm excited about that. The next item I have is from Laura Geller, and it's this Tropic Hues blush. And again, I'm just trying to hit pan on it. I'm not sure if you can see, but there's like a little kind of divot hole thing there, and that's kind of where I'm focusing my pan, and it's not as round, it's more like round and sloped right there. So we are making some progress again with that. Not sure if I will hit pan or not, but that is the goal for this. This started out at 52 grams and I am now at 51.5 grams. I have the Benefit Cabral pomade, and this is in the shade 3. And this I have been making, I mean, you're not probably going to see very well in here just because it's dark. But I have made some really good progress with this. I'm really proud of myself. This is what I've been using as my go-to. I think I finally kind of figured out how I like it in my brows without it being too dark. Using a light hand for me is key because otherwise it goes very dark and then I'm not too fond of how they look. They're too stark for me, but I really like how my brows have been turning out lately. Part of that is the brush I've been using as well. But anyway, I've been enjoying this, and my goal for this is to use it up by the end of December, and I would like to purchase another one, but I would get the mini just because I find these dry out too quick for me to actually use them up. I've already had to add a little bit of facial oil into it just to loosen it up a bit because it was just kind of going crumbly. But thank you to the person that suggested that, because it has been working really well for me since I did that. So yes, we started out at 21.9 grams, and now I am at 21 grams for this guy. We have the Maybelline Bad to the Bronze color tattoo, and my goal was to, you know, use it up as much as possible, because once the end of the year comes, I will be throwing this out regardless of how much progress I have made on it. It's starting to separate around the edges. I mean, I can still get color payoff from it, no problem, but it is getting old, so it's something I just want to kind of declutter from my collection, but wanted to use it as much as possible. Not that that's happening that often. My goal was to use this kind of as a base for darker colors, or even like a color like I have on today, which isn't super dark, but I figured it would kind of make it a little bit more vibrant, and I keep forgetting to use it. Anyway, this started out at 49.2 grams, and I am now at 49 grams. It stayed the same for October and this month too, so yeah, I need to remember to use this, but I don't. I have the Rimmel Stay Matte Primer. This is a really nice primer if you have oily skin or you're somebody in the summertime who sweats a lot. This was my go-to primer in the summer. I've had this for a couple of years now, and I mean, we're getting down to the nitty-gritty on this. It takes like a good shake to get all the product down there in a squirt. I could probably finish this up. However, I have not been using primer all that often lately, and I find right now, this time of the year, it's just a little bit too heavy on my skin. I don't need that mattifyingness coming through. Like, I mainly used it for sweat in the summertime and in the fall, early fall, but I don't have that problem now. My skin is very normal. I don't usually need anything for oils, so I haven't really been using it. I don't know if I'll use it up, even though that was the goal. I'm not trying to like cop out of stuff. I'm just telling you like how it is. But yeah, so we started out at 30.9 grams and it's now at 25.8. So I mean, I used a good chunk of it for a while, and then I got to the point where I don't even want to put it on my face anymore because it's really heavy. But if you need something drugstore that is mattifying, I suggest this primer. It's really good. I have the LOV or Love Dual Concealer. It's got like your liquid concealer here, and then we have a stick concealer here. And my goal was to use this up and just make some headway on the stick part. I can tell you now, I haven't touched the stick. I just find it really drying, especially for my under eyes, and I don't usually use this sort of thing on my face. I don't need to really spot conceal that often, so I have been using this side quite often, the liquid side, and this started out at 31.8 grams and it's now at 30.4 grams, and a good chunk of what, that sounds really high, 31.8, now it's at 30.4. Okay, not too bad. Anyway, I'm confusing myself. I do really like this concealer. It's really light. It's a serum concealer, so it's got a little bit of a slip to it. I wouldn't say it's necessarily hydrating, but it feels nice. On the under eyes, it's not drying, and yeah, I've been enjoying using it. Not super high coverage, so I usually mix it with other ones, but it's a good one to mix, and it feels nice. Again, not drying. Moving on. I think I mentioned this in my last update, maybe not, I'm not sure if it was done yet, but I have the Hourglass Veil setting powder, and this is completely gone. I used it all up. It was nice. I don't think it's worth the hype or worth the money, but it was nice to try as the Sephora birthday gift, so it's gone. Yay! Another item that I keep forgetting about is this Buxom Lip Cream in Dolly. This started out at 22 grams and we are at 21.6 grams. So I've used it a few times, just not often. There's not a lot left in there, but I really do like these. I find they're a little bit sticky, but I really like them first thing in the morning. I just keep forgetting to put it on. One that I did mention last month at my update, but this is the Essence Eyebrow Designer, and this thing is gone. It is hollowed out. I went to sharpen it and there was nothing left in the bottom of it. So use that up. Yay, I really like this. I wish they came out with other shades. I find this one, oh, this is in the shade 02 Brown. I just find this one is a little bit warm and I like a little bit of a cooler brow, but really good pencil. I have the Beauty for Real shadow stick. This is in the shade, or was in the shade, Ever Starstruck, and this is all used up. I can't get any more out of it, and I'm not the type of project panner that's going to dig into something like this to use it, so it is gone. Yay! I have the Essence Volume Booster Lash Primer. This is one that I would like to use up. I will chuck it if it's not done by the end of December, but this has been the primer I've been using all the time. It hasn't dried out, but what I am finding with this is it's getting harder and harder to cover it with my mascara. Even with a fresh tube of mascara, for whatever reason, the white really pokes through on this more than it did when I first got it. So I'm not sure if it's because it's thickening up a little bit and going a little bit more clumpy and I'm just not realizing it. But yes, I've been using it, and it started out at 17.5 grams and we are now at 16.9 for this one. The ColourPop Lippy Stick in Lumiere. This started out at 10.1 grams and I am at 9.9 grams now. I have been using it, just I'm not good at using lip products because I like to rotate stuff and, you know, masks, COVID. Yeah. Anyway, I used a bit of it. We have the Buxom Plump Liner Lip Liner in the shade Incognito. And have I used any of this? It started out at 81.1 grams and, no, not 81, 8.1 grams, and I am at 7.6 grams now. So used a little bit of it. This is something that I want to use up. I don't particularly like the shade for me, but I keep forgetting about it too. Or maybe I just don't want to use it. I don't know. This is one I want to use up completely though. I have the NARS Satin Lip Pencil. This is in the shade Rakujian. Yeah, something like that. That's what it looks like. There's not a whole lot here. I've had this for a long time now though. I would like to use it up by the end of the year. It's starting to get a funny kind of flavor when it's on my lips, like when you lick your lips and stuff. So I haven't been wearing it. I don't know that it's necessarily turned. I'm not enjoying the experience of wearing it, so I haven't really been. But this is one, if it's not done by the end of December, I will check as well. This started out at 8.4 grams and I am at 7 grams with it now. Then we have the NARS Velvet Lip Glide. This is in the shade Bound. I really like the formula of this. It's kind of like a latexy kind of feeling slippery gloss, but it's thicker than a gloss. Yeah. That's how I'm describing it, and I like the color. I don't have anything quite like this in my collection. I have been using it up. It is getting quite old and it's pricey, but I really do like this. Would I buy it again? Probably not, because I have a hard time using things before they go bad when it comes to lip products. But yeah, anyway, this started out at 34.4 grams and I am at 34.1 grams now, which is a little frustrating because I have been working on this so hard the last month or two and it just doesn't seem to be going anywhere, which I guess again speaks to, you know, you're paying a certain price for it. At least it's not running out right away, and I've had it for a couple of years and it hasn't gone bad. It's like, well, that I know of. I'm not a chemist, but you know, judging by the smell and how it feels on my lips and the consistency, it all seems pretty good. So I won't chuck this at the end of December if I don't finish it, but I am hoping I do use it up because it was pricey and I don't want it to go bad. Oh, this is going to be a fun one to show you because it's messy. Where is it? Where'd it go? Oh, here it is. I have the Milani Conceal and Perfect Shine Proof Powder. This is in 04 Natural, and this I actually smashed apart because I was having a hard time. Can we see this? I was having a hard time actually getting the product out, and so I just kind of smashed it, and now I don't use it because it's messy. So we'll see if we use it up. It's getting a little bit dark for my skin tone right now, but there's some foundations I have that are a little bit light, so I can pair it with that. So I need to remember to use it and get over the messy. I don't like messy, and now it's messy, but it wasn't functional before. I had to break it up. Anyway, this started out at 68.9 grams and I am at 62.7 grams with it now. I had these two little sample size Benefit primers, and I finished both of these ones up. Those were finished up pretty much a couple days after I started. Anyway, then I have the AOA Perfect Setting Powder. I really like this for setting my under eyes, and since I used up the Hourglass powder, I've been using it to set my eyeshadow primer when I don't have a color in a palette to use, and I'm really enjoying it for that. This I'm hoping to use up. I don't know if I will because I don't use it all over my face, but if I do, this is one that I would definitely pick up again. This is in the brightening shade, and I just really like how it sits on my under eyes. Depending on what brush I use with it, it doesn't make my under eyes look super creepy when I go in with a light kind of hand with it and a fluffy brush. So this started out at 25.1 grams and I am at 23.8 grams now. I have the Essence Extra Lasting Liner. This is in the shade 02. This is, I can't even get it out. This is all used up. I'm not sure if you can tell. It's got like the white nubby thing on the end now. There's no actual pencil of makeup there anymore. So yeah, this was used up. And then to finish things off, we have the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Trio. This bad boy right here. This started out at 93 grams and I am at 90.8 grams now. And I made some good progress on this. I am proud of myself. We are almost all done with this shade here, which is Radiant Light. And now pretty well all of the incandescent light is gone, and now I'm working on the dim light powder here. And I really do like it. I had wanted to pick up that new the holiday one that they have, the 6-pan one. I haven't done it yet. I kind of wanted to see how far I got with this and make sure I finish this up by the end of the year. And now that I've been using it, I'm like, I like it, but do I need to pick up the new pan, like the new one of it? I think I might. Now I'm talking myself into it. Anyway, I made good progress on it. Did I say what I started out as? I think I did. It started at 93 and I'm at 90.8 now. But yeah, this I'm proud of because there wasn't much pan in it at all. There was only like a really teeny tiny bit right here when I started, and now it's all over. So yay me for, you know, actually getting through something and sticking with it. And those are all the items and the project that I've made in this project pan, the Unbroke project pan. Let me know in the comments below if you're doing anything, any kind of project panning, and how you're doing, how your progress is going. Let me be a voice of, you know, motivation for you to keep on going, and you can do it. I hope you can. And you know what? If you fail miserably, that's okay too. It's just makeup. But you know what? It feels good to finish stuff up, especially things that we paid for, that we have in our collection. And, you know, it feels good, even the little bit of progress, to be making and to see that progress. So thank you so much for watching, everyone. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you have a fantastic day. Bye-bye.